Hello guys, on today's tutorial I will be teaching you guys 10 tips and tricks for your video in Premiere Pro. Trust me, you don't want to skip any part of this video because if you do so, that might just be the reason why you don't get it. And I'll show you that you want to get it. Ensure you watch this video till the ending because I actually added a bonus tips at the ending which you don't want to miss. Trust me, it's something that you will truly love. With that said, sit comfortably, put on your seatbelt and let's drive. Number one, adjustment layer. Yeah, you will be like, adjustment, why? Oh, calm down. I know that this might just be the first thing you will learn in Premiere Pro. Yes. But you know, beyond just using color grading on your adjustment layer, you can also do so many other things with adjustment layer. How? Basically, adjustment layer helps to make your work faster and easy to execute because literally apply animations on your adjustment layer and reproduce the same animation on different aspects of your clips. Press on adjustment layer and press OK. So drag it and drop it on my screen here. Now, you might be like, you said we should use adjustment layer. We have tried it and it's not working. Why? Before you start asking that question, take note. On adjustment layer, if you apply your motion, position, skills, that is the default settings of your effects on it will not work unless you apply your effects in your effects panel. So you simply go to your effects here, look for any effects you want to apply. So since I want to apply scaling and position, that is actually in my default setting here and I could not use it, I can simply just go into my effects panel here and just look for transformation. I searched up transformation, drag and drop it on my adjustment layer. The next thing, I come to where my adjustment layer is, then I can on my keyframe to start my animation. Now the shot is somehow cutting my character head. I don't want it to be like this. Let me probably change the position as well. Let me make the position the default setting initially. Let me drag it backward also to the beginning of this clip. Then let me reposition it so that as it scales forward, it's repositioned to its normal size so that it will not cut away my character's head like this. Now let me check out my animation whether it actually works or not. Before video practice and click on my adjustment layer again on my FS. FS simply means your effects, and after now save difference, there is an effect applied to it. So I can decide to use the same effects, just select my adjustment layer and Alt and drag to duplicate it, Alt and drag to duplicate it, and voila, I don't have to start applying animations on each of those clips. Now I can play it from those points there. You see that my effect will literally just take place from that point and I can achieve what I want to achieve. You can see how it zooms off from this point here to the next point, also the same way it zooms off, then to the next point the same way it zooms off, and that's how you maximize your power of your adjustment layer just beyond your color grading alone. In number 2, track selection. There's something in Premiere Pro that literally might not be paying attention to, which is track selection, and its usefulness is quite nice to make your work faster as well. Rather than selecting your clips by going there and just double or pressing down and selecting a portion of your clips, you can simply just click your track selection and select the portion at which you want to select, and automatically it selects every clips that fall under that same line you click. So usually you can either click forward or click backward like this. I come here, I select this point here, then I click forward. Shortcut key for track forward. Wherever I selected from that my keyframe, it automatically select those clips from there downward. Or I can as well track backward. Shift A for track backward. And we are done. Now you can see how fast your work can be when you begin to pay attention to some tools in your Premiere Pro that you have probably neglected. Pay attention. This next tool will completely change your game as a video editor. Number 3, adding transitions to multiple clips. Rather than wasting your time on applying transitions to clips one after the other. Take for instance, I want to apply a transition of zoom to my clips. So rather than just applying it one after the other on each of your cuts, whereas you needed to apply this same transition for each of your cuts, you can just simply apply one of it like the way I've done here on one of these cuts. Click on that cut, press Ctrl C, that is to copy, Ctrl C to copy the attributes, copy the transitions, and press down Ctrl, dragging your mouse to select other cuts. You see those red icon at the top appearing, showing that you have selected those joints. Then you can press Ctrl V to paste those transitions you have applied. Voila! Just like magic, you find yourself applying multiple transitions to multiple joints at the first speed. Now let's see how it all turns out to be. At this joint here, you see my transition apply, my transition comes up again, transition comes up again, and over and over and over, just like that. Number 4, paste attributes. In the case where you want to apply a particular effect on another clip, you can just copy that effect on that clip and paste it on another clip. Then you have yourself a multiple effect working for you without not stressing much. So let me apply this type of effects on this clip. So you could see the effects here on this clip. It makes my video appear dimmer and blurrer and suddenly become sharp. So I can just come to my effect panel here. Come to your effect panel, select your clip, go to where your effect panel is. Just come here and right click, copy. That is, we are copying those attributes, all the attributes inside it. You can just come here and right click and paste attributes. Once you paste attributes, it shows you the amount of effects on it. You can see we have transform, we have glitch and blow, and that's the same thing you will see at this effect panel. So you can decide to click on activate transform and unclick glitch and blow, which means that the only thing you want to see is just the transform alone. You don't want the glitch and blow, and press OK, and you find yourself having that same attribute on your next clip. Then you can check it. Now let's see. I've unchecked my glitch and blow, but I left my transform there, so which give us this opacity feeling, that is from lower opacity to clearer opacity, which is in the transform. Then my glitch and blow is removed. My initial attribute was like this: glitch and blow and transformed. But my next attribute that I selected was just transformed alone, and that is how we work with paste attributes. Now sit back and relax, because this next one will really help you out while working on color correction and color grading on Premiere Pro. Number 5, source color grade.
Y'all gonna make me lose my mind up in here.
For instance, in my clip here on the screen, I have it chopped into 4, and I want to apply a color correction on the first clip. Let's say that this is the ending of my color correction, and I want to apply this color correction on another clip of the same. So let me move forward to this clip here, which is of the same, which is my clip 3. And for me to apply that effect to it, let's assume that this thing was arranged in a very far distance away from this first clip. I can just simply come to my source code or my source clip here. You will see the amount of clips I chopped appeared on that source clip. Premiere Pro arrange your clip cuts based on the way you cut it. The first one you cut appear at the top, while the second one you cut appear at the second, and like that, which is like this. So the third one appeared on the third part here, while the one I applied my effect on is on my first clip, which is here on the screen. So I just simply click on that first one, and it automatically brings me to that first one. Then I can just come, select it properly, go to effect control, effects, under my effect, come to my Lumetric, and I press Ctrl C to copy my effect. So on that same clip also, just simply go to your source clip again and return back to your actual clip, which is your 3 clip, my third clip that I want to apply effect on. Then once I click on it, it automatically brings to that third clip. Then I can click on it and press Ctrl V to paste my effects on it. Now you can see that there's a change in my attribute and my color correction has been applied on my third clip, and with that the work is faster. If you haven't enjoyed this tutorial so far, be sure to click on the like button and subscribe to my channel. Number 6, adjusting clips. Rather than spending your time resetting your clip, bringing your clip down and dragging it to adjust your clip, you can just simply press down Ctrl and select the key. Once you bring out this red icon here, when you drag it, Premiere Pro automatically increase the clip you drag and reduce the amount of timing of the clip at the right hand side, which is this one here, thereby still maintaining the actual length the actual position of your clip. Helps you to maintain your actual timing. Please at switch you want to do it the other way around. You want to time it to increase and you don't want to affect the other clips. You can just simply press down control as well and position it such that it can bring out the yellow icon. Then you can just drag it backward, thereby increasing the timing of this other clip. You can see it here increase. You can come here and do the same thing also. Drag it forward. The one you drag forward will increase and thereby pushing the other clips forward as well. You can see the total timing has increased past the normal length. And that is it. Number 7, speed ramp.
Oh my God! Wow!
Now, do you know that you can access speed ramp in different ways in Premiere Pro? Now, I'm going to explain those different ways you can access speed ramp in Premiere Pro. A, through your shortcut key R. Rather than going through the long journey, you can just simply press R and it's automatically bring out the speed ramp. Once you decrease it, it increases the speed, but once you push it backward, it slows the speed. Now let me bring it lower so we can see how fast our speed is. You can see our video is playing at a faster pace. When I increase it also, you can also see it as well. Now, what you notice in this video, if you did pay attention carefully, you realize that as we increase and decrease the speed, the sound also changes. Now, depending on what you are going for, if it's that you prefer it by the time you decrease and increase it, the sound changes like that, okay. But if it's that what you are going for is different from this, you might probably need to press Ctrl R, and Ctrl R automatically takes you to the speed ramp. There, you can do your settings on your videos. Now, you can see here, once I increase the duration, it makes my video appear slower. But for me to maintain my actual voice, the way it sounds, I need to click on the icon maintain audio speed. Press OK. You can see my video has stretched. Now it is slower than before. But once I play it, now once I play it, you could realize that the sound remain constant, the pitch remain constant. It is not affected, despite the fact that the speed has become slower. Now, other way around, you could also achieve your speed ramp is also by right clicking and thereby going to your speed duration. They can call this one the long cut way. With this, you can still achieve your speed ramp. Instead of increasing it this time, let me decrease it and let me do it without not clicking on maintain audio pitch. Then you can see that my voice will be affected because I have not clicked on maintain audio pitch. Now let me press OK. Let's play it. Now you can see the speed is faster, but the audio pitch has been affected. Now let me Ctrl Z it to undo that. Now, other way around, you could also achieve your speed ramp is by scaling up your video clip and right clicking on it and going down to your show clip frame. Then under it, you go to time wrapping, then under it, you go to speed. With that, you can press your pen tool to set in the point you want to increase. By bringing it down as usual, it slower the speed. By raising it up, it increases the speed. So let me click on my V button, that's my session tools, and bring it down. But one thing about this aspect of speed ramp is that your video stretch and thereby leaving your audio behind. That is, your audio will no longer be aligned to your video because the only thing that is only affected in this place is just your video alone. Now let's see the part I stretched down. You can see how slow it was. Now let me increase this part and make it faster. By raising it up, I make it faster. Now let me make it smooth by stretching this thing like this and by clicking on this button here to stretch it to make it smoother. Now let me play it now from that point. From this point, my video will play as normal. From this point, my video will be faster, and from this point, my video will be slower. Now let's play it. Let's see.
Can you call your letter friend? Emeka! I want you! Emeka! Call him! Call that vegetable to come! Nonsense!
Do you love that? Remove. Number 8, markup.
What did you say, nigga?
I guess you probably think that, oh, marker now. We are familiar with marker. Oh, calm down, don't worry. Possibly you might not have come across this yet. Now we know that marker is majorly used to asterisk some points you probably want to go back to and apply some effects on, you want to do some correction on, or you want to use to show some people some things that you have done. Beyond just selecting a particular point, you could extend that point and select a particular area of your video. And that's what I'll be explaining to you right now. Now once you click on the button M, or instead Ctrl Z and just click on your marker section here to show it above here, you can simply press Alt key, then you click on that marker. Once you click on marker, it automatically divides your marker into two spaces. Then you can now drag the first portion of your marker. Then you can drag it and select the specific portion you want to indicate in your video. Hope this is helpful. Let me know in the comment section below your greatest challenges as a video editor when we're just starting up and how you did react to it. Okay, let's continue. Number 9, creating new track. In the case of switch, you get a track filled up already and you want to work on another track, rather than just coming here and dragging and creating a new track automatically, you can just simply go to your track section here, right click, and you see the icon add track. Press add track and automatically it creates a track for you. You can see track is up to 9. If you feel that you don't prefer that, you want it faster, you can just simply press down Alt and select your clip. Hit your arrow key indicating up. Okay, press the arrow key indicating up and get yourself as much track as possible. Now I have 21 track here. Number 10, pay attention carefully, because this next one might probably be the thing that will save your business.
He's beginning to believe.
If you don't know, you might thought you have done someone's job. And they might even take you to prison because of this fact.
Oh, hell no!
But once you know, you are standing with confidence that forget it, nothing can happen. Now, what am I talking about? Linking media. Now, sometimes if you open Premiere Pro, especially when you are working on an hard drive, you will see some Chinese statement written over there, and some other language have been translated on the screen, showing that your media is missing. Now, don't panic. Possibly you are working on an hard drive and your hard drive shakes, or possibly you are trying to scatter your system in such a way that Premiere Pro has even gotten his own brain twisted by your scattering screens, the way you used to scatter stuff like that. Probably it has happened like that, and Premiere Pro is now like, well, the brain has become dull and it could not literally locate where your file is, and that is why you are seeing those Chinese and some other language written on the screen. Now, don't panic. You can actually solve this case by simply right clicking on that clips. Now, you realize this clip is indicated with red icon inside, showing that the clip is missing. Right click on the clip, goes to link media. Now, that's why it's always very, very important to know where your raw files are being saved. With that, you can be saved. Because if you don't know where your raw are being saved, trust me, it's gone. So, what am I saying? It is always important you know where your raw files are, so that you can locate it in case of such thing occur. So, by the time you see it, click on that file you're looking for, go to locate, and go to exact place where your file are being saved. Now, my own file is saved at Mospixel Senior Prostitute. That's the name of the file. Now, I can just click on search icon to look for that file. Now, once the file is located, you will see it here. Found the file that matches the selected criteria. Then you press OK. When you press OK, the actual file will turn back to it, and you can see it showing. Now, don't make the mistake of selecting the wrong folder. If you make the mistake of selecting the wrong folder and you discover in that same folder you have the same name, not of the brain differentiation between your other clips. The more it has the same name, you believe that they are the same. So once you click on OK, it automatically put that same file that has the same name with it, which might not be the accurate file you are looking for. So that is why it is very, very essential to always know your folder. Now we're getting to the ending of this tutorial, but before we end it, I want to give us a bonus tip. This one is what I call Mr. Trust Me. This one is just mad. It's something that I was just introduced into Premiere Pro. It is fantabulous. Trust me, fantabulous. So now we call it Remesh Tools. Remesh Tools. Remesh Tools. In the case of you have audio channel you imported. Take for instance, I import this nice sound here, the best sound, and I want my sound to be played across this small portion here, from here to here. I don't want to stress myself with arranging the beat and cutting it so that it can be within the same frame here. What can I do? I simply click on these new tools that Premium has given us, which is this one here. Click on Erase Tool. Just like the way you used to drag your speed, you click on the last button here and you drag it backward to this exact size, and automatically Premiere Pro help you resize your clip. It's just wonderful. Once it's completely done loading, then you can play your video outro and you realize that your sound will be accurately cut perfectly well. Like, instead of you spending your time looking for the perfect beats to just join together, now you just have to just step from my Premiere Alpha. Help me do this thing and get it done fast. Now I can play my audio and let's hear the way it sounds.
Your son, how am I sure this for every time follow this? Fellow child, fellow give me grandchildren. Mama, where's your son? You should have used that shouting. Use that shouting and shouting on me. Use it and be a child.
What do you think? You can see how smooth the cutting is. You can never get. Like, so perfect. If you would like to learn more about audios, you can just check my video here that I do about 10 audio problems and fix to it. Trust me, this will literally open your mind to other things you have not been noticing in audios that have been giving you a problem. And with that, we are good to go. And now we have reached the ending of today's tutorial. Hope the journey was not that bumpy and hope the experience was very much fun. Like the way I've said before, I want you to drop in the comment section below your experience on your challenges that you face when you're just starting up as a video editor and how it did react to it. With that said, I want you to smash the like button, subscribe to my channel and share this to your friends and family. And as usual, ensure you ask questions, explore and be ready to execute. See you in my next tutorial.